Hi everyone and welcome to this new video tutorial about Arduino. So today I'm going to show you how to use a RGB LED strip like the NeoPixel from Adafruit or any RGB LED strip you can find online. Before starting the real code, I want to show you what are the functions we are going to use today. On Unity, we have this function sendCommand. By default, this function takes one string as parameter. It's gonna be the command name we are going to call in Arduino. However, we can add as many parameters as we want after this command name. The parameters can be string, int, or many other variable type. Then, on Arduino, we can register the new commands. We can use the function addCommand, which takes as first parameter a string, and as second, the method we are going to call on Arduino. When the command is triggered in Unity and it matches a command on Arduino, the Arduino method is going to be launched. Now that the bases are here, we can start controlling the LED strip. For this example, I want to move one pixel from left and right when I press the key on the keyboard. Okay, so first we are going to create the Arduino sketch. Let's open Arduino. To control the LED strip, I'm going to use the library FastLED. You can find the library FastLED on the library manager. We can now start coding our sketch. So at the top of the file, we are going to include Arduino, so include arduino.h. And then we have to initialize the Arduino board. We are going to call it a pixel board. Now it's time to include the FastLED library. Include FastLED.h. And we can create the FastLED objects. CRGB LEDs 12. 12 is because on my strip I have 12 LEDs, but pick the right values for yours. And I connected the LED strip to the pin 3, so define data pin 3. Now we start the serial port, serial.begin, and then we initialize the LED strip. So FastLED.addLEDs. My type of strip is WS2812B, but you have to see on the documentation which one is yours. Then data pin and GRB, because this strip is green, red and blue. Pass the LEDs and the number of LEDs, so 12. I'm lowering the brightness, FastLED.setBrightness 20. Now we can create the Arduino commands. I want one command to turn on the LEDs. It's gonna be the method name turnOnPixel. And I want one other command to turn off the pixel. So it's gonna be turnoffPixel. I can now create these two new functions, turnOnPixel and turnoffPixel. Let's create a new script named PixelController. Okay. As usual, at the top of the header, let's add using Arduino to use Arduino namespace. We are not going to need the start function because everything's gonna be in update. We start by creating the color of the pixel, public color, main color. Then we want the current pixel that is going to move with the keyboard. Int current pixel equals 0. Now in the update loop, we can catch the keyboard events. If input.keydown left, then we are going to decrement current pixel. And if input.keydown right, we increment current pixel. To make the loop, we can check the condition if current pixel equals 0, it's at the far left, then it goes to the maximum right, so it goes to the 11th position. Else if the current pixel equals 11th, so if it's at the maximum right, it goes back to the position 0. We have now to send the commands from Unity to Arduino. As I told you earlier, we can use send command, Arduino manager.instance.send command, the turn off first. We want to turn off the previous pixel. Then Arduino manager.instance.send command, turn on, because we want to turn on the current pixel. To optimize a little bit, we want to check if the current value is different from the previous one. If current pixel is different from previous pixel, so we have to create this variable. It's going to be int previous pixel equals 0. So if current pixel is different from the previous pixel, then we can send the command. Now the next step is to add the parameters to the functions. The turn-off call takes only one parameter, it's going to be previous pixel. And we also have to change, each time the value is different, we're going to store the current value in prevPixel variable. Okay, now what we want to turn on is the current pixel. What we also want to do is to send the color value stored in main color. For the red channel, it's going to be matef.floor2int mainColor.r times 255. We have to multiply it because it's more convenient to catch a value from 0 to 255 on Arduino. And we have to do the same with the green channel and the blue channel. Okay, we are pretty good for the C# script. Let's go back to Arduino. The next step is to catch the parameter we send from Unity to Arduino. So on the turnOnPixel function, we can create a new variable named LED. It's going to be equal to Arduino.getParameter0 because it's the first parameter. It's returned as a car pointer, so we have to encapsulate it in the ATOI function to convert it to int. It's going to be the same in the turn off function, so we just copy paste it. And then we turn off the LED. With FastLED library, we can just call our LED strip of the index LED.setRGB000, so everything off. After, we can call FastLED.show. We can use the same bit of code for the turnOnPixel function, but we are going to get the other parameters, which are the red, green, and blue value. We create 3 variables that are going to catch the parameter 1, 2, and 3. Then we can set the RGB value to RGB. On the loop function, we absolutely have to add Arduino.update. If we don't add this bit of code, it's going to mess up the whole detection system. It's time to try. Press play. And it's working. When I change from left or right, the pixel is moving. If I change the color, the new pixel is going to be the same color. Okay, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. You can now send commands easily from Unity to Arduino. I used a RGB strip, but you can use as many libraries as you want. And if you are a developer, you can optimize a lot the code on Arduino side without focusing too much on the connection between Unity and Arduino. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you for our next one.